Hello everyone, I am so happy to see you. According to YouTube analytics, over 70% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. If you guys want Pugsley to eat this month, I suggest you do so. Enjoy the video guys, I'll love you guys forever and always. Hello everyone. So finally I believe the patch notes are out. For some reason they were just out later today on Thursday. I'm recording this on Thursday and this video shall be published on Friday. I really wanted to look at this patch and I'll be looking at this patch from a Gnar main perspective. I don't really mind that much about the champion nerfs and buffs. What I'm mostly focused on are the system changes. So yeah, I guess let's get straight into it. One thing I do want to say before we get to system changes, rip Yumi. Truly, just rip Yumi. It is what it is. Alright, here we are at the items. Eclipse, I don't think we'll ever build this, but you never know. The shield cooldown is getting buffed a little bit, but the Omni Vamp's being taken away like completely, so I don't know if this will ever be good on Gnar. But let's get down to the items that we actually sometimes build. Gore Drinker used to be a really good item on Gnar. Sometimes Korean Gnar players build it. At least I saw Korean Gnar players build this before. I like the change with the ability haste to health for the mythic passive because Gnar does like health stats more. I don't know if we'll ever build this again, but it's just cool to see this happen. Ravenous Hydra changes I do believe are okay. This is definitely better for mini Gnar. I'll just have to build Ravenous Hydra again and see how this feels. I definitely think it'll be easier though. I think this will be better, but we'll see. And the big thing is too that the cleave damage will also trigger lifesteal. So yeah, this probably will be better for Gnar as a whole. So basically the same thing is happening to Maul. The Omni Vamp is being changed to lifesteal and the damage is going up. The ability haste is being taken down though, and then the build path is getting changed a little bit. I usually don't build this item. I don't know if I still will. I'm not sure. I probably won't. I think Whitsun and Force of Nature are still pretty good items. Now this is one of the bigger changes I feel like for Gnar. Death Dance. Usually when you're snowballing you can build this item, or if you're ahead. So the base stats are up, but ability haste is down, and then the healing on takedown is also down. I think the base stats are obviously good for Gnar, but that's a lot of healing getting taken away. Like 70% we're talking. I still think it's a good item when snowballing. I'll just have to see how it feels after getting kills or assists. We'll just have to see. Cause it definitely could be a big change because you're used to getting a lot of healing with this item. We still do have Triumph though, so maybe it won't matter that much, but I will definitely want to test this item a little bit more in the future. And here we go, the big changes for Gnar, Black Cleaver. It's just base stats buff, but these are huge because Gnar right now, this is Gnar's 100% best legendary item. Attack damage going up from 45 to 50. And health is going up from 350 to 400. In LCK, Gnar players, or pro Gnar players in the LCK are building Black Cleaver first. And with these buffs coming along, you're pretty much going to see this item every game, I would say. It's very essential to build now, like it was before, but now like these little stat buffs are really going to make it like very core for Gnar's build, I feel like. Like before the item rework, I'm talking a couple years ago here, Black Cleaver was our main item actually. I would say the weakest thing about this item is the build path, but other than that, everything is perfect on the item because it gives you movement speed. Carve is excellent, especially with the durability patch last year, and then with these stat buffs now, like Cleaver is just a perfect item for Gnar. I definitely want to try rushing Cleaver more often. We'll see though. I did it once and it didn't feel too bad. I just think the build path it just concerns me because you don't really get to build Sheen early, and all you're getting is damage and health and ability haste, I guess. You're not getting like any attack speed, movement speed, which I feel like are essential early, but we'll see. I'm gonna have to do a lot of testing with Black Cleaver this patch. Okay, next, the other big adjustment is to Grievous Wounds. Basically, what this sums up is that Grievous Wounds is being changed from 25% to 40% in the early items. I don't think Grievous Wounds are getting increased back from 40 to 60%. I believe it is just 40%. So like if you upgrade Executioners to Chimpunk, you still be 40%, but you still get all the stats with it, which I mean you don't. I think mainly you build like executioner callings first, and then you wouldn't complete the full item until later. You could complete the full item, but you're getting so much value from it. They did take down some of the damage, but that's understandable for giving back the 40%. So basically this is just how it was before, I believe. Okay, now here's the item that I'm kind of sad about, because Mortal Reminder, I used to love the build whenever snowballing, because it was so cheap and you got attack speed, movement speed. They're taking those two things away and adding armor penetration. So I don't think I'm going to like this item on Gnar anymore, sadly. Like, the armor penetration is good, but I mainly built it for the attack speed and movement speed, along with the damage and the grievous wounds. It's just sad to see, because this is actually, like, no one really built it. Like, I feel like I'm like one of the only Gnar players that built it, but it just felt pretty good when snowballing, and it's just sad to see it get changed, because this is actually one of the items that, well, for me at least, I could build on Gnar that no one else really builds. So yeah, I most likely won't be building this as much now. So rest in peace, Mortal Reminder. Lord Doms we don't really build, but it's nice it gets damage. And here we go, Bramble Vest. Bramble Vest is definitely, this is huge in early game matchups like Fiora, Irelia, just any champ that heals, honestly. Also the magic damage. So basically they're reverting some things, and this is basically like old Bramble Vest now. Like, this item's like a must have in a lot of lanes where your enemy just heals a lot. And then Thornmail, I guess it gets a little bit of a buff, but this should be the same, I'm pretty sure. So you don't have to immobilize enemies now to get the full effect. You just do the 40%, I think, whenever taking damage. So that's pretty good for Thornmail. So overall, this is a buff to Thornmail 100%. Which I really love, because I loved Thornmail before with the tank Gnar build and normal Gnar build with Trinity. This would be very, very good. And then yeah, that's basically it for all the Gnar stuff. So this patch as a whole, I think is excellent for Gnar, obviously because his items are getting tiny buffs, but we'll look at the other things now. I'm not looking at the champion balance changes. Let's look at the ADC changes. So I saw this is cool. Infinity Edge is being decreased. I thought about maybe, you know, we could get an Infinity Edge for snowballing early. I might have to test that, but it could be a little bit troll. I still don't really like Navoi Quick Blades. And then the shield on Bloodthirster is good being lowered. I don't know if I'll ever build Bloodthirster on Gnar though. And then all the ADC changes, I just think it's like all like mana changes. Okay, let's get to the last important part, which is the other items. I actually really love this as a whole, because Gnar struggles against champs that build Blade of the Ruined King. Mainly Irelia, but the cooldown going up is good, and then ranged on-hit damage is actually going up, so whenever we're snowballing on Gnar, this could be a little mini buff for it. But overall, it looks like it is getting a nerf. And I love this because Blade just feels like, it just feels too strong for most champs that build it. So this is very good for Gnar, especially with the Irelia matchup. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for all the important items for Gnar. And then obviously Kentech, Jake, yeah, that's getting changed as well. So yeah, overall this patch is a very, very good for Gnar. Alright, I wanted to make this video quick. I didn't want to go over all the champion changes and stuff. So yeah, that's it for this patch rundown. Overall, I'll have to say this patch is very excellent for Gnar because of the Black Cleaver changes, the Grievous Wound changes. It's just very, very good for Gnar. So do I think Gnar will be meta after this? I still think he's going to be in a very similar spot where he's just very reliable in any team comp. He'll still be picked in pro play, I feel like, a lot. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this patch. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some gameplay. See you guys then. I'll love you forever and always. Bye bye.